welcome to my little video. So today I was gonna look at these two Carioca products that I found. And this first pack is 6 highlighters in pastel-ish colors. They have a really nice finish on the outside, kind of like a velvety feel to them. They're really nice to hold. They're a bit short, but you know, they're probably for kids, and apparently made in Italy. So the yellow one, not very pastel for sure. It's more like regular highlighter. Next up, we had this really cool pack of Carioca magic markers, and they change colors when you use the marker, the clear marker, over the other markers. And I thought that was really fun, and I just wanted to try it out. Just to play with it. So this is the clear one, the magic ink, and I mean, this is not a new concept. It's been it has existed for a very long time. I really wanted to spark my creativity and see what I could do with these. So the marker itself has the color of the barrel, and when you use the magic ink on top, it changes to the color on the cap. So far it hasn't picked up any residue. They were not particularly blendable, but it's quite interesting seeing what happens when I blend them and then put the thing on top. And you know, it's kind of a hot mess, but also quite interesting. And what's even more fascinating is that even if you put the magic ink down first and then color over it with the other markers, it still applies. So that was fun. I was a little out of ideas, so this book was just happened to lay by my desk, and I got really inspired by the cover. So I kind of want to just do something inspired by that. Not the cranium itself, but just like the head and the flow coming out of the cranium. In some ways, I kind of like the sketch better than what I came up with, but that's usually what happens, right? My friend gave me this just randomly. This sheet, this pad of paper with mixed media paper, and it's really nice. And I thought I'd try it out for this project. Unfortunately, it seems to be, the markers especially seems to be feathering a bit on this paper. That's unfortunate. I kind of want the lines to be crisp, as they were in my sketchbook. But the highlighters worked really well. So I decided to switch papers to my trusty Illustrator Bristol board to see if that worked better. Now, I'll say that the highlighters, they look slightly better on the mixed media paper, but the lines are just crisper on the Bristol board, and the markers worked much better. So here you can see how feathery it is on mixed media, and then compared to the Bristol board. Yeah, and further proof is just way too feathery. And here you see how crisp it is on the Bristol board. I'm sorry, paper. I'll use you some other time. Bristol board it is. Couldn't really decide if I wanted the face to be in the picture or if I just wanted like a silhouette, or I'm not sure. I was just trying some shit out, man. Yeah, I decided to just hide the face, because the face wasn't really the focus. And I'm trying to keep it loose, like in the sketch, but I don't know. The second I work bigger on something, it just makes it less loose. And I try to keep it loose. But the more you render something, the harder it is to be loose, because you get more and more into detail. And I think on this piece it got a little overworked, but I still like it. I still like how it turned out. So I'm simply blocking in the colors at this point. I'm trying to make it as less streaky as possible, but you know, this is just a style you have to embrace at this point. Now that the base coat is down, it's time to let loose with the color changing magic. I think it was at this point that I overdid it. Sometimes simpler is better. For the skin, you know, clearly you don't have a lot of skin tones to work with. I mean, there's a brown, but I think that would... You know, maybe I should have done brown, actually, now that I think about it. Well... I really liked the process of this drawing. It was really liberating to not really care if it turned out well or not, because I was just trying stuff out. I named it Shroud because it kind of reminds me of a little like shroom cloud. Those mushrooms who emit like fumes when you push it. Yeah, I don't really know about mushrooms all that much, but I know that one. Spores was also a word that came to mind. And yeah, and that's how it turned out. I'm quite happy with it. Quite! And I'll probably play around with these magic ink markers some more. But for the time being, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. That was the video. It feels short for some reason. Oh, thank you for watching. Bye.